I'll do a video. This video is going to be about some things people don't seem to understand completely. I don't know. Like, people keep being, like, kind of mad, I guess, at my perception of... Well, people get mad at my skin tone, like I said. I've always had hell for my skin tone, because I can get darker and I can get lighter, and then people see me in different lighting, and they say, oh, she's darker, oh, she's lighter, oh, she's darker, oh, she's lighter, and then they get upset about that. And from my point of view, it's just like, I don't really care really that much to that extent, really. I don't know why I would have too much of a care about that. But, I want to go, because I don't feel people really understand my background, really, or where I come from, or how I feel. So, I will talk about all three, right? One, I am black, right? That's how I identify. Um, but I am, lighter skinned. My father's mixed race. My mother's black. I was always raised with my mother being the beautiful one. She was dark skinned, looked like Gabrielle Union. That's the ideal for me. Well, I've always said that. Um, I always felt inferior to dark skinned women. Sometimes, you get pissed on by dark skinned black women. Sometimes. And it makes you mad. For me, at least. It's made me mad in the past, but not like where I want to put them down, more so just like you want to redeem yourself kind of thing, you know? But, that's always been my ideal. Reason why I always make my features bigger, my lips, my cheeks, my nose, everything. Um, the reason I make my skin darker, etc. I like to look more like my mother's side than my father's side. It's feminine, it's round, it's perfect. It's perfection. It is for a woman. It's ideal. And, the more white one looks, the more sharp your features look, and more masculine you look, in my opinion. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. So, for me, I don't find it ideal, you know? And I kind of am of the idea that I'd rather I'd rather be more more preferential to what I like. And the reason why that is because, like I said, I grew up in a mostly white neighborhood, and the people who appreciated my mother's beauty were white people usually, actually. And they would always confirm how beautiful she was and everything. And I always wished I looked a lot like her. Sometimes I kind of see her in me, and I'm really happy about that. So, I mean, like, things like that, I prefer. I know a lot of people always say because I'm lighter that I must like being lighter, but I don't. And like I said, the reason you can see that is what I want for my future children. I've never wanted them to be white. And I've always hated what I look like when I was a baby. I went into this whole conversation just a second ago, but I'm gonna minimize it basically. Summary of it is, I saw a black boy next to me who was dark skinned, and I wanted to be him over me because I was like pink and it was hideous. Um, I tend to think lighter skinned children aren't that pretty. when they look more white skinned, especially white children. I don't really think they're very pretty. Another reason why kind of wish and hope that my kids aren't half white. I know that's weird that I say that, but because it's like, I know, like, my behavior kind of seems like I do wish that but no, not for me. For me, I prefer guys that are my color. Honestly, when it comes to guys, I like guys that are my color. When it comes to women, I wish I was chocolate. So basically, if you think of it, I just want to recreate my mother and my father. Is basically kind of like how I am. So that's what I mean. For me, people always think everybody's stuck with those colorist views, and I'm not really stuck with colorist views. The only reason I would have colorist ideas or anything is for benefit. Whatever benefit it gives me, well, yeah, go ahead and take whatever you can, kind of thing. But, I mean, I don't see it as giving me benefit, you know? I don't see anyone really getting a benefit out of being lighter skinned, you know, of any color, if it's brown skinned, if it's light skinned, whatever the color, it's not about that really to me. It's just like people can range in color and I don't know, like if you're black, you're black. That's what I did about the other video with Halsey. It's just like, you're black, okay? So I don't really make much distinction like that. I do think, like I said, dark-skinned black women are the most beautiful women, and I kind of feel like inferior in that way, kind of. Like, I feel like, for me, I'm not ideal, for dark-skinned black women. And like I appreciate dark-skinned black beauty more than any other beauty. After that is like Ethiopian beauty, and they're still a little darker than me. So it's just like, whatever. But I don't know. Like, I feel like people sometimes don't understand my perception and how I was taught. I was actually literally told once that if I looked darker, I would be more ideal, like my mother. If I was darker, like my mom. So, yeah. That's just how I am. I don't really have an ideal for, like, being lighter or anything like that. Or anything like what people were talking about with white people or whatever. I think mostly it's because somebody confused me for a white girl or something like that, someone said, or something like that. And I was told something about a similar voice or something, and if it has to do with a voice, I already know I sound white, okay? My mother sounds white, and most of my family does, okay? It's more so the whole thing about, like, being Midwestern. If we're not a Southern family, we're a Northern family. Um, and my mother's family is more middle class, too, so I don't know, maybe that has to do with it, too. Different classes, different regions, different backgrounds, just different things. But yeah, that's basically my outlook. I don't have any sense of issue with dark skinned people. I've been attacked by dark skinned people, been told I was a bleacher and all that stuff, and it's like, I don't think if I was dark skinned I would be this color. Just being completely honest, I don't think I would bleach to this color. I don't think you could get here. I'm saying. I think maybe you could be Kiki Palmer's color. You could be Angela Bassett's color. Maybe you could be Whitney Houston's color. You couldn't be, you can't be Carl. I'm sorry. But it's not even a bad thing. Being dark skinned is a good thing. And I feel like it's annoying for me because it's like, I'm not, I'm not the type that is just like, you know, I'm not the type that's just like hating on anyone. or, you know, anything of that nature, really. It's just like, for me, I'm just trying to basically shine with you guys. But it's always like, you can't just shine with people if you're different because they feel threatened by that. That's sad. It shouldn't be that way. People should be comfortable in their own beauty so then they don't have to attack other people for being different from them and being just as nice. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Um, and I wanted to touch upon my black identity. Yes, I identify as black. I'm 53% black biologically, and I have a mixed father. So I don't know. I identify as black. My mother's black, and yeah. Um, I generally don't like. I guess that's why for me with the whole thing with Halsey, why it's so personal for me because I'm like, if I ever had a half white child, it would be of a similar percentage. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm like, she's not less than 50, like less than 25% black because her father is black. And to me, I think people like that should be encouraged to be considered black because skin tone doesn't have to do with race all the time, more so like our facial features do have to do with that than actual skin tone. You know, if you look up the Caucasian race, you'll see it's not about color, it's actually about facial features. So, yeah, that's just generally about me because I think people are confused. Maybe they think I come from a mixed family or a light skin family and preferring light skin or something. No, I don't even know my dad's side of the family. Like, the mixture that I have in my blood basically is from my father's, side. I don't know my father's side because he died. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Um, oh, one other thing I wanted to say. Some people are accusing me of saying I was white, and like I said, I identify as black. Um, I won't deny that I have white in me. I'm like 40% white, you know, and some Native American in there. And I don't deny that ancestry. I don't feel like any black Americans should. And all black Americans have white ancestry. So trying to make other people ashamed or of like white ancestry is stupid because all black people in America have white ancestry. So, I'm not ashamed of anything that I am. And that's another thing. Like some people are trying to consider people with a mixed parent as mixed race. To me, I don't have any issue with that. I don't. I'm like, if you want to consider me mixed, Rihanna mixed, Beyonce mixed, or Kiki Palmer, or the Viola Davis mix, I don't care. You know, to me, I'm like, I identify as black. If you want to say I'm mixed, that's fine too. I don't care. When it comes to what I like and men I like, I will say yes, I do like men who, well, they don't look like Shaq. Okay, they look more like LL Cool J. What is that? What is LL Cool J? Is he black looking? I would say he's black looking. Some people would say he's mixed looking. You know, some people would say Lucien LaViscon is mixed looking. Some people would say he was black looking. I don't know. I don't care. Really, honestly, the way it works for me is kind of like, well, it doesn't really matter because race doesn't matter to me. If a man is 100% black, but he looks like something that I want to boink, then I will want him, okay? It's not, black is not a bad thing to me. It's just the package, really, that makes me turned on or not. But that's how I am. It's like, it's not about, a specific like amount of black or blackness is bad or evil or anything of that nature. It's not about that. To me, it's about, black, like if I'm attracted to the man, if I want to sleep with him, that's all. The race part of it matters to me with black men, really. It's just, it's about phenotype, if I'm attracted to them. But to me, I'm like, if you look like my mama, how can I want to have sex with you? Wouldn't I be a messed up person if I wanted to sleep with someone who had the exact same face as my mother? Like, that would be sick. It would really be sick. And I feel like a lot of people don't pay attention to that. They just think, I need to be offended, I need to be angry, and oh, she's out to attack black men, or oh, she's out to attack this or that. I don't attack dark skinned black women. I think they're beautiful. I don't attack dark skinned black men. All I ask is to not be bothered by black men. Is that too much to ask? I mean, lesbians ask for the same dang thing. Can I ask just to not be bothered? Like, why is that wrong? Especially like people who get angry and start trying to bag on you. If you don't like me, it's a really good thing here because I don't like you. So it works so nicely. Don't you see it? So I don't know. Like, I just think a lot of people get so hurt so quick and everything, and they don't even know where the person stands to understand if they need to be offended or not. So that's all I have to say on this video. This is the last video for tonight, I think. If there's another one, it won't be for a while. Thanks, bye.